I guess I just, I mean, you're welcome.
Here's your hosts of the MonsterCast, the Straight Edge Monster Jack and Ryan.
All right, let's go. Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door. We talked about it a little bit earlier. We got a new match.
Why would you pick this fucking match? Oh, because we're gonna talk about it. I was about to say, why the fuck would you pick this match to highlight the?
It was the newest one. It was the newest one announced because we don't really know if MJF is going to take place yet, technically.
Yes, we do.
All right.
So, did you see?
There's no way we know.
Did you see Tanahashi's promo after the most recent NJPW show? It was like a backstage.
Oh, yeah, another one.
Match.
No, I have not seen it. What did he say?
It was a backstage post match one where he was acting like he couldn't remember MJF's name, so he kept saying M-I-F M-D.
That's so good. He's pulling the Mercedes Monet on his ass.
And then
that's what I'm talking
at
about.
the end of it, he finally remembers it. He goes MJF. Okay, I'll try to remember that. I'm in the mood for some alphabet soup, and just fucking leaves.
What the fuck, dude?
It's the weirdest fucking promo.
I'm in the mood for alphabet soup because he had to remember the letters. That's fucking hilarious, dude. But anyway, the only official match that we know about, I assume that the other one will be made official after Dynamite because I'm sure MJF is going to be pissed that the graphic is up after he said no. By the way, that promo was fucking hilarious. He's like, nah, that doesn't work for me. I'm good. Yeah. No, I'm good. It was so funny, dude.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Oh, that's so funny. But anyway, Omega versus Ospreay, Okada versus Danielson, Sonata versus Jungle Boy, and now MJF Tanahashi. Current thoughts on the current lineup. We talked about it last time. We were very hyped for you on the show, Omega and Ospreay and Okada Danielson. Now you got a couple more. You got the actual two main title matches for the two companies set up. What do you think about these two matches being added?
They don't feel like the biggest matches in the cards at all. And I can't fucking imagine, even with it being a cross-promotional show, that they put Sonata and Jungle Boy on at any point after Omega Ospreay. No fucking way on earth. There's no match that's going to follow that.
No, unless, no, here's the thing. See, it can be used as a filler match, though, because it's just Sonata, right? Let's be real. So, you could literally open the show with Omega versus Ospreay and be just fine.
I think that's going to wear the crowd the fuck out. I don't know about that one. Also, I mean, it is for the U.S. title, so it's not like a nothing match.
No, it's a title match. Yeah, you're right. But I'm just saying you could start at Omega Ospreay and you could literally main event with Okada Danielson. And I don't think anybody would have a problem with that. Because that whole build-up is literally who's the best in the world. So, like, that's got something on the line, too. Like, that's a big-ass dream match. We've seen Omega versus Ospreay already once. You've never seen Okada versus Danielson.
From a political point of view, when they're co-booking a show, the last time the main event was for the AEW titles, Tanahashi versus Moxley, right? And I think, obviously on this one, since it's Jungle Boy, they're not going to have that main event. There's no fucking way. But I could see an argument for them trying to say Tanahashi's a big enough guy, like a big enough star or whatever, and MJF is our current champion, so that should main event. I feel bad for anybody that's going to have to follow either the Okada match or the Omega match. That's going to be fucking rough. That's going to be two very high intensity matches. I'm excited for the show. The Jungle Boy match it's a foregone conclusion. Like, the man's not fucking winning. He's not winning the IWGP fucking heavyweight championship. I don't give a shit if he's got
hyped. You're accurate. And the funny thing is like this is the one time so far in the 2 years that you might think that a title would change when you see Sonata is going to be going into this pay-per-view as champion, but then they put him against Jungle Boy. It's like, oh, never mind. No, he's not.
Right. I mean, unless Hook helps him, man. You know, I imagine if this doesn't end in like a Jungle Boy turn, that maybe there's a Hook Sonata stare.
I just don't see how you end. I agree with you. I don't see how you end this show because they ended the show last year with the 4-way for the IWGP title and then the Moxley versus Tanahashi match. There's no way that if you're flipping it this year because now you're having Japan in the final, you're not having Sonata Jack Perry go on last. You're not even having him going on second to last with MJF and Tanahashi going on last. I just don't see that happening. I could be
be
wrong.
such a-
Tony does love having those title matches in the main event instead, but when you got Ospreay Omega sitting there and fucking Danielson versus Okada, it's gonna be very hard to place these matches on the card.
I think the one argument you can make for having those two matches, the last two matches, is if you put Jungle Boy Sonata as second to last and then MJF Tanahashi as the main, because then Sonata Jungle Boy gets it's basically the intermission match between Omega
The cool down
Ospreay and
match.
the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, the
main
cool
event.
down.
Yeah, which is crazy for an IWGP title match. But functionally, I mean, it could work like that on the card and still fit within the parameters of
That's
like,
not
we
Tony
want
Khan's
championship.
fault. That's just where New Japan is right now.
I think the other problem with that is you've got such a fucking hot card then for 2 hours, and the last hour was like just, it'll probably be a good match. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be a good match.
Are we
But-
thinking that Claudio and Eddie are gonna fight each other for the Ring of
Yeah.
Honor title, right?
Yeah,
Because technically Eddie is in New Japan right now, right, with the G1, so he's Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
That's Forbidden Door right there. That makes sense, and that would make sense why he came in to attack Claudio or whatever at the end of the show.
We didn't even talk about
Dynamite.
that ending, but that was a sick ending too.
Yeah, it was the attitude. It was the Attitude Era. It was an Attitude Era like ending, but they actually had to finish to their match for their main event instead of it being no DQ
Yeah, it all happened after
or throw
the-
out.
after
Yeah,
the-
they actually had an ending to their match. Then they did the crazy shit at the end. That was awesome. Okay, so all right, so we know you're hyped for Omega and Ospreay and Okada Danielson. Obviously, as someone who's going, Sonata and Jungle Boy and MJF Tanahashi. How hyped are we about these two matches?
MJF Tanahashi would be interesting if they can get some time together to work and plan some stuff out beforehand. I don't know if they try to call that in the ring. I don't know how smooth or good that's going to be. Probably a lot of like chain wrestling shit, but not like in a exciting good way. More like in a 10 minutes of rest holds in an 18-minute match kind of way. Not rest holds, which more.
All right, so let me throw this out at you. I mean, this is obviously just a bullshit creative fantasy booking moment or whatever. Let's say CM Punk versus Kenta does happen. CM Punk wins, and it's early on in the show. MJF beats Tanahashi, obviously, right? If Tanahashi ain't gonna beat Moxley, he's not gonna beat MJF here. MJF beats him. Guess who was supposed to fight Tanahashi originally? CM
Yeah.
Punk. So CM Punk comes out and does like the old school New Japan thing where he comes out and then that kind of like signifies that, hey, I'm still here, I'm coming after you type deal. Could you see that
Or-
happening?
What if he comes out in the devil mask?
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do. I don't care.
Yeah, I just look with that being a week away. I think it's too soon for that build.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
was asking. That's why I was asking. We just said that. I don't know if I want to see that early. But could you see it happening anyway, though? Just because we don't want to see it doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
If they're doing that, it'd have to be like at least a 3-month build, because I don't think that even all in would really be in time.
Hey guys, did you like that video? If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also catch full episodes of the MonsterCast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. And you can also catch us live every Sunday on Twitch. All links in the description below, along with some sweet merch from yours truly, the MonsterCast. Deuces.